Like you said, I'm Constable Mike.Jones. I'm on my second, I was going to say second term, but I guess it's my second term as a elected constable. I'm out of Precinct 4, Midlothian, Red Oak, some of Waxahachie. I'm the representative law enforcement officer here today for the county. I'm not going to be speaking for the city officers, but I'll speak for the sheriff and for myself. We like the idea of you guys being armed. I'll tell you that right now. Kind of like Master Sergeant Grissom over here. I was a Master Sergeant in the Marine Corps. I spent 21 years. Went to Midlothian Police Department, the county as a deputy, and was elected constable. So my whole background has been on the Constitution. That being said, I've talked to some of you all today, but not everybody. There's been a Senate Bill 299 that just recently passed in this past legislation. I went to a class Thursday and Friday, just got back last night. That's going to limit your ability to open carry long guns like this and short guns on an open carry situation. Pardon me? I can't hear you, sir.
What meeting did you go to?
I went to a legislative update meeting. In other words, they were telling us all the updates of the legislation. No, it's gonna shore up and put in plain language on the concealed handgun issue, what you can and can't do. And open carry is going to be an offense. It's not an offense right now what you're doing, but you guys got to know that if you want to be legal and open carry, you're going to have to circle your wagons. You're going to have to get stronger. You're going to have to get a senator, your representatives on board with what you're wanting to do. As law enforcement in Ellis County, like I said, we're not going to mess with anybody that's open carrying. But when comes September the 1st, we have a duty to enforce the law. So
that's the Constitution.
Well, we're not going to get into Constitution on state law. As law enforcement, we're going to have to enforce the law. Now,
that's the Constitution of the United States.
Okay, well, you're arguing the wrong person. I'm telling you what the law enforcement side, what we have to do. We're sworn police officers.
You're going against your oath.
No, we're not going against our oath, sir. Okay.
Always nullifying.
Huh? Well, hold on, before everybody gets all out of control here. I had nothing to do with it. I didn't even know about it till Thursday.
Yeah, but you're talking about enforcing it.
I'm talking about police officers in general. I already told you, in this county, we're not going to make a big issue out of open carry. You know, if you're going to walk around with your long gun and you're going to go hunting or you're going to go to the range, you're going to go to a gun show, we could care less. But if you got 4 or 5 people walking around the streets of Waxahachie, you're going to have to worry about the city of Waxahachie. What are they going to do? I'm just giving you the information. You know, so you exercise your liberties how you see fit. But I'm just trying to let you all know what the law is going to be. Okay, so I'm not trying to get on anybody's case about carrying a gun. I'm carrying a gun right now. I think concealed carry. I think everybody in the state of Texas ought to be concealed carry, whether they're licensed or not licensed. You're my backup. When I'm on the side of the road, or if I'm in a restaurant, I would like to have everybody in a restaurant. You know, you've seen the movie where the bad guy comes in and he points a weapon and everybody pulls their weapon out. That's what I'd like to see. But I don't think having a shotgun on your hip does anything but make you a target. If I was a bad guy and I was going to go in and I wanted to rob somebody, you're the first one I'm going to take out if you have a gun, you know, visible. But I don't know what you have if it's concealed. So that's just an opinion. But I would like to tell you again, in Ellis County, we are pro Second Amendment. I'm definitely pro Second Amendment. I know what you all are out here doing. I was invited by RC, and I wanted to come out and hear what what your opinions were. And I have nothing against it. I just want you to be aware that this state law that goes into effect 1st of September is going to be an issue. So educate yourself on what that state law is going to be. Again, it's Senate Bill 299. It makes an amendment to the concealed carry law. And then if you're willing to have that knowledge and go forward with what you want to do, power to you. This is America, so do what you guys think is right. Is there any questions? And don't look at me like I'm the bad guy, because I'm not. Go ahead. It's Senate Bill 299. Okay.
Who is the actual organization that gave you the class?
The Justice JCPCA. It's Justice of the Peace and Constables Association.
Okay.
Anything else? I have an email. If y'all want my email, if you need more information, I'll research it for you. I'll copy it off and I'll send it to you. I don't have any cards with me today. I really didn't know how this was going to turn out. I wouldn't even have this information had it not gone to that class Thursday. So it's you can get with me after this and I'll give you my email. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
My name is TJ Fabby. I'm running for Texas State Representative, and I am a big supporter of the Second Amendment. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. We need to understand what a well-regulated militia is, first of all. It's not a bunch of nuts that are planning on taking over the government or overthrowing the government. A well-regulated militia is a bunch of people, citizens. The militia is the citizenry. And a well-regulated militia means that they regulate themselves very well. And they make sure that, like at an event like this, that the chamber doesn't have a round in it. That's what well-regulated means. It means that we regulate ourselves well. And that's what is essential to the security of a free state. You know, they tell us that the TSA pat-downs at the airport is what's essential to the security of a free state. But that's not what's essential. What's essential is that each and every one of you exercises your right to keep and bear arms. To keep and bear arms. And it doesn't say what kind of arms. It says to keep and bear arms. That means that if you want to go out and carry, and it may sound crazy, may sound radical, but if you want to go out and carry a machine gun on your shoulder, that you should be able to do it.
Amen. Amen.
It means if you want to carry a rocket launcher on your shoulder, you should be able to do it.
Amen.
Because the point of the Second Amendment, you've got to realize that only 8 years prior to the adoption of the Bill of Rights, the people that wrote it were fighting an armed revolution against a tyrannical government. So that should tell you, every one of us, what the purpose of that Second Amendment was. It wasn't so we could go out and shoot our food, although that is a benefit of it. It wasn't so that we could protect our house from common criminals, although that is a benefit of it. The purpose of the Second Amendment was so that we could remain a free people, and so that we could always have the ability to fight and defend ourselves against a tyrannical government if it ever became tyrannical. And folks, it's becoming more and more tyrannical. And when you have, fortunately here in Ellis County, we don't have police and law enforcement that are a bunch of yes men and just say, oh, that's my job, I've got to do that, I've got to enforce that law because it's my job. No, if it's an unconstitutional law, you don't have to enforce it.
Amen.
And thank God we have elected officials. Thank God we have officers here in Ellis County that understand that. But I just want to thank everybody here for coming out. I want to encourage you, just like Paul Perry said, defend your other rights. This isn't the only one that's important. Our Fourth Amendment right is gone. We no longer have it. Our First Amendment right in most major cities is gone. You no longer have the right to peacefully assemble without first obtaining permission from the local government, and that's wrong. And I hate to say it, but this right here is being whittled away at. I should not have to obtain permission from the state to carry a pistol on my hip, and they shouldn't be able to tell me how to carry it. Well, if I want to carry it concealed, I should be able to carry it concealed. If I want to carry it open, I should be able to carry it open. I do agree with Mike that it's kind of dumb to carry it on your hip, because it does make you a target, and if the bad guy walks in, you're the first one he's going to take out.
Not if everybody's doing it.
I understand that, but if you're the only one, you're just the prime target. You better be quick on the draw. But like I said, I totally support the Second Amendment. I support it more than most do. I understand it. I understand what the reasoning behind it is. And I ask for any of you that live in Ellis County or Western Henderson County to support me in this upcoming election. We've got some flyers for a fundraising event. If anybody's interested, it's on August 16th at the Civic Center. Come and get a flyer from me, and I'd love to shake your hand. Thank you.
I'm County Commissioner here in Ellis County, Precinct 3. I realize some of y'all may be from outside the county. I view what you're doing today as merely exercising your constitutional rights. But more importantly, I think it's your natural right. The Founding Fathers understood that we had natural rights to property, natural rights to protection, natural rights to being armed if we thought we should be. Now, I think we should exercise those rights responsibly, but I think that you can peacefully assemble with your arms and be well within the Founding Fathers' intent, regardless of what anyone else wants to say. And I think the Second Amendment also covers what you're doing. But I think we also need to remember that rights that we do not exercise, they tend to go away.